on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. Lancer basketball is now on the air.
Mosley all the way! Good! Good! Time out on the floor! With one, puts up a prayer from half court. Bang! 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 Kyle Waller knocks down a half court shot. Pass it down low on the block. Put it up for the tie. No good. No good. Lancers win. Lancers win. 37-35.
Now it's time for the Lancer Hoops pregame show with Steven Stock.
Calendar is flipped to 2024, new year, which means we're getting deeper and deeper into the season, which means we're deeper into conference season. And for the first time this year, the Maroons of Belleville West take on the Lancers of Belleville East in a battle of Belleville tonight here at Belleville East. It's the Lady Lancers trying to get their still searching for that first conference win, looking to get it done against a crosstown rival in Belleville West. Hey everyone, welcome into tonight's Lancers pregame show. Glad you can join us here on a Thursday night watching some Lady Lancer basketball. I'm Steve Stock, as always, here on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. Man, it's good to be doing some Lady Lancer basketball. It's been a minute. It's been a few weeks over winter break. We had that game against Granite City, that Thursday night game that was on the 21st, but then since then we haven't had any Lady Lancer basketball. We've been covering the boys at their console tournament. The Lady Lancers had their holiday tournament in Mascoutah. Did pretty well. I had a 2-2 record. We're going to break that down. We'll talk about that recent loss in conference play Tuesday night to O'Fallon and preview tonight's matchup here against Belleville West, a game that Belleville East views very winnable and looking for that first conference win. Can they finally break through and get it done? There's a lot to talk about tonight on our Lancer Hoops pregame show. So glad you can join us here, and it's going to be the first of back-to-back games as we're hitting the road once again. I'm traveling across town, going to Belleville West tomorrow. Friday night game, boys basketball, no better place to be. I don't think there's anywhere else you need to be tomorrow night. I don't think there's anything else you can be doing that's better than boys basketball. East, West, Battle, Belleville, Friday night, hoops. Oh man, I think you got to be there tomorrow night at Belleville West, 7:30 tip. We're on at 7:15 pregame. And with that, a big thank you to Belleville West's athletic department, especially their athletic director, Mr. Joe Moody, as their assistant AD, Mr. Austin Betts, two great people I always talk about. I think they're probably two people outside Belleville East that I know the most, gotten to know. They're just so friendly, so kind, and so much respect for me, and I really appreciate what they've done for me over there at Belleville West. And they give me another opportunity to broadcast Lancer Athletics, so I take that, respect, and hopefully a lot of fun tomorrow night. It always is fun, and looking forward to hopefully a Belleville East winner tomorrow night against Belleville West. Anyway, look at tonight. Belleville East coming in a record of 5-10. As I mentioned, look for that first conference win. Belleville West is also searching for their first conference win. They're 2-13. They've had a rough start to their season, and both Belleville East, Belleville West are 0-4 right now in conference play. So they're the two last teams in the conference to pick up a win, and one of them's going to have a win tonight, and they won't be unbeaten or undefeated. How do you say it? They want to be defeated? What's the word? Anyway, one team's going to have a win tonight. One team's still going to have zero wins on their standings tonight. Anyway, let's go and look at Belleville East. I mentioned they're 5-10, and since we talked against that game against Granite City, they did win that one 57-20. They played in that Mascoutah tournament, and they actually won their first round game over Freeburg. That was a very early game, 9 a.m. start over in Mascoutah. I think it was the first game of the day over there. Ended up winning by 17. Freeburg's a good team, 9-8, and also beat Belleville West. Freeburg, 17-point win. I'll break that down. They lost to O'Fallon, ended up playing Oakville lost by 6 in overtime, but played East St. Louis and won by 9 to finish out their Mascoutah tournament and lost to O'Fallon. So first, I'm going to look at that Granite City game and just go over how well the score was for Belleville East, how balanced it pretty much was. You had your two top scorers, obviously, in Abby Monroe and Taylor Smith, combining for 30 of your 57 points, but it doesn't really drop off. It kind of does a little bit. You're obviously going to have two of the scores. But Ari Brierton has 8 points. Madison Hunter had 8 points. Aja Spitz with 5. Audrey King comes in, plays valuable minutes. She gets 3 points. He gave a lot of time to those underclassmen who I think looked really good in that game and showed that there's a lot of potential, a lot to work with in these next few seasons. And it's a good win for Belleville East, or a struggling Granite City team. One that a game that you needed to take cover or take care of. One that you needed to take care of there in Granite City, a team that you sweep now in the regular season and may have a chance to play them in the playoffs when we get there. Obviously, they're still far away, and those brackets are still a month out before they're released and stuff. But the win that you wanted to get before going into Mascoutah. Just again, it goes back to the boys team I talked about. You wanted to have some momentum going in that tournament. That's what the Lady Lancers got. 37-point win, and that ended a stretch where they didn't win a game in a month, And in that month stretch, I talked about on that pregame that night against Granite City, they had some just close games that they probably could have won, games that were heartbreakers for sure. But it felt good to get that win, get back in the win column, and build off that going into the Mascoutah tournament. And that's what Belleville East did. So they played Freeburg and won by 17. And I don't have the score numbers for the girls in that game, and I'll have to look at it here. Let me actually pull it up. But I was able to look it up on their Instagram because they posted the numbers for the related scores. And in that 17-point win over Freeburg, you had Taylor Smith, who continued to build off her last game against Granite City. I always talk about Taylor Smith. I think she really impressed me last year as a scorer, someone that really stepped up in her scoring role last year. And I know Belleville East, they have all these good scorers now, Monroe and a few of the underclassmen who have, in Madison Hunter, who have taken those steps. But you look at Taylor Smith though this year, her scoring I think has went down a little bit. But I've talked about her, if she finds that shot, she makes that shot, and she's going to build off that. She's going to get in rhythm, and you've seen that. You saw it against Granite City. You saw it in a few other games, Edwardsville game on the road, and Freeburg game now. If she can start knocking down her first few shots, she's dangerous. And 12 points leading Belleville East in scoring, and then also at 10 is Abby Monroe, and she continued great things in that tournament. We'll talk about that in a minute. She had 10 points, and Deja Smith at 9. As Belleville East had 8 scores in that game. And, again, I always talk about, first thing I really saw out of this Lady Lancer team is right at the start of the season, but scoring is a lot more balanced. You have numerous scorers now. You have numerous people that can score the basketball, and that's just a big thing to have, something that team last year didn't have. And I think that's a real reason why Belleville East is more competitive in some of these games and can really, take down a few of these teams. We've seen that they have the potential to do it. Just got to execute and put it all together. So 17-point win. And Mascoutah tournament, they did it a little different than Collinsville. Collinsville, we played 1 game the first day, 2 the second day, and 1 the third day. Actually, you played 2 the first day, 1 the second, 1 the third at the Mascoutah tournament. So Belleville East, 9 a.m. start. They're going to play a little later in the afternoon, and they ended up playing at 3 o'clock for O'Fallon, the mighty Panthers of O'Fallon, the reigning state champion O'Fallon Panthers. And Belleville East ended up losing by 28, 54, 26. And then, that's a game where you probably expected that with how good O'Fallon is. Nobody can really knock them off down here. It takes a really good team. Modern Day ended up knocking them off, though, in the third round, I believe it was. In overtime, I think it was, in that game. So, obviously, Modern Day, is another one of those really good teams down here. But O'Fallon, it's hard to beat the Panthers of O'Fallon. And, I think every team around here knows that. It is tough to happen, tough to make happen. Abby Monroe led the Belleville East Lancers in scoring that game with 9, and they ended up playing Oakville because Modern Day won, which put Oakville in the to play Belleville East, which they played the loser of that game, and ended up playing at 2:30 that day in a game that went to overtime. And a hard-fought battle. Oakville is a very good basketball team, a team that's solid, and they're 11-4 as of right now as we speak, and 4-0 in conference play. They're a team that's played very well, and for only Belleville East to lose in 6 in overtime, obviously a game you want to pull out. They ended up only losing by 6, and how about this? Abby Monroe broke her own freshman scoring record. She had the previous freshman scoring record, and she does it again with 29 points, and I posted on the Belleville East Broadcast Club Instagram account, the Instagram story, reposting the final. I said Abby Monroe continues to show how good she is, and I'm going to quote myself. I said, pretty good for a freshman, and it is pretty good for a freshman if you ask me. Breaking the scoring record, doing all this all freshman year, and she's someone I think is just so fun to watch on the court because she can do a whole lot of things with the basketball, and she's someone that's fun to watch, and only a freshman again. She did it on the volleyball court. She's doing it on the basketball court. The question is, she could be able to do it on the softball field when we get to the spring. And I think she definitely is. She's got a lot of, with how her volleyball season went and how this basketball season went, she's got some high expectations to live up to when we get to the spring. But a tough loss. But again, just great things you want to see in these losses. You always try in these tough losses. You always try and look for the bright spots. Where's the things you want to kind of look forward to? And Abby Monroe is one of those things who, if she keeps doing what she's doing, she's going to be incredible, not just this year but next year and more years to come. So then you end up playing another conference team. You played O'Fallon and lost. So let's pick up a win against a conference team. It wouldn't count though for conference play, but you end up playing East St. Louis in the final game, and it was a nice win for Belleville East. Ended up winning by 9, 54-45. Ari Brierton exploded for 20 points, and she's exploded a few times this season. Drops 20 in this one against the Flyers, and the thing I saw in that Granite City game, she drove more to the basket. She drove more, and she does a thing where she can either put it up for a layup or do kind of a hop step, or just a pull-up jumper that, I know that it's probably one of her favorite shots. It's probably her best part of her game is that drive where she can either, pass out or pull up for a jumper or put up for a layup. She does a good job of that. It's not something I saw a lot more in that Granite City game. Something that I don't think, at least in those home games that I saw, didn't really do that. Something that she just kind of went away from. Went back to it, and I don't know if she did that in the Mascouda tournament, but 20 points is pretty good. And she's a dangerous scorer, too. Again, she's a senior trying to lead this team, and, she's someone that I think a lot of people have eyes on. And, and if she gets going, Abby Monroe gets going. You got Deja Smith knocking down threes, and Taylor Smith's knocking down her jump shots and layups. And, I think Belleville East will, if they can do that, if everybody's scoring the basketball, they're tough to beat. They're going to play right there with you. They're going to play head to toe with you and battle, and something that's what we've seen so far. They're going to battle, and it's just they need everything to click all at once. Some things are clicking, some things are not, and that's kind of led to some of these losses. But we're still trying to see. I'm waiting to see what happens when all things click in the game against a solid team. Can you pull it out? And that's what we're looking to see. Prior to that 20, Abby Monroe continued to, put her double figures, 13 points, and I know she's averaging double figures right now, and she's someone, again, that's just, I keep talking about her. She's a good scorer, and I'm interested in, she's someone that's kind of been started off really hot, and obviously freshmen, we don't know much about her. She's going to start hot. Teams don't know much about her. I'm not trying to discredit her at all, but hot start, and then teams, go in that Collinsville game, she got held pretty scoreless. Edwardsville game, they kind of held her too, and they've kind of these teams as Beverly's seasons progressed. Teams have kind of been able to figure out how to stop her. They put on the scouting report. We got to stop Abby Monroe, Belleville East, and that's what they've kind of done, and it's kind of taken a little more of prep, and work behind the scenes. Hey, how do I score now with these teams doing this and X, Y, and Z? And she's done a good job of that, obviously, these last few games, and had a good game against Granite City. So I'm interested to see, can she continue that trend of, scoring the basketball? Because she got stopped, and she's done a good job adjusting. And that's something Coach Kevin G, the head coach for Belleville East, talked to me earlier in the season. I'm interested to see how she will adjust. And she's done a good job adjusting. Can she continue it and continue to put some wins on the board for Belleville East? Tuesday, they resumed conference play, picked up their fourth loss to O'Fallon, a team they just played a week in the making. And it was a 79-39 loss. Belleville got off to a good start. They only trailed by 5 after the first quarter, but things kind of collapsed in that second quarter. Ended up having a 30-11 second quarter. I don't care, what sport we're talking about, if it's basketball or NBA, or college, or high school. You don't want to give up 30 points in a quarter, and that's what happened. And you only counter with 11 points. It's not a good recipe. You go down by 24 at the half, and O'Fallon, they finished it off. They're a team that's going to finish those off and end up winning by 40. But Belleville East, goes back. Can you have all things click for a full 32 minutes? Saying that I'm still looking to see. They didn't have it against O'Fallon. Ended up losing by 40. Abby Monroe again had 16. Ari Brierton with 7 for a 40-point loss against the Panthers of O'Fallon, which brings us to tonight for Belleville East, who's trying to go for win number 6, trying to get to 6-10, which would be a solid, win record after the start they've had. And the schedule gets a little bit easier, a little more fair teams you can beat. They're going to play Modern Day Saturday as they start their next tournament. They'll play Modern Day Saturday, but they also they'll be playing East St. Louis and Collinsville and Mascouda teams that they can all beat, in Edwardsville after that, then Belleville West. So those are all teams I think that are very winnable for the Lancers, and we'll see how that goes. Look at Belleville West tonight. Again, I talked about that at the start of our pregame. They're 2-13. They're looking for their first conference win. They're 0-4, and they've just had a rough start to the season. They've had Just a rough last season, lost to a Fountain in the regional semifinal, and they've played a few teams close. They've lost to Caden MacArthur by 8. They lost to Waterloo by 18, but you look at it down to 0-7 start after losing to Collinsville by 20. They lost to Cahokia by 8. They barely lost. Can they, play a little better against the tough teams? They only lost by Freeburg, to Freeburg by 15, and the team that they had a good start to this game too. They actually entered the half down by 1, but they couldn't finish in the second half, outscoring the third 19-12, and outscoring the fourth 10-3. Freeburg's a solid team, and they only lost by a few in that game. Big player to watch out for Belleville West. Just look at the scoring. Really is one player tonight. It's going to be Jayla Sparks, number 4. She's averaging almost 10.5 points per game, and she's someone to watch out for. Then it's Kenny Williams, number 14, averaging 5.5, and Mora Nori, number 22, is going to be a player to watch out on the rebound. She's averaging 5.5, and Milani Lewis, number 0, is averaging almost 5.5 as well on the rebounds. 2 players to watch out for. Jayla Sparks also breaks down a good number of rebounds, almost averaging 5 a game in the rebound department. Here we go. 2 nights, battle Belleville East, Belleville West. Can the Lancers go out 2-0 and 2 big wins that both boys and girls need? Can they get it done? We'll see if the girls can start us off on the right foot. Belleville West, Belleville East. It's the Battle of Belleville tonight here at Belleville East. The tip is moments away. Thank you for joining us here on our Lancers pregame show. Tip's moments away.
Belleville East Broadcast Network, Lancer Basketball is now on the air.
Mosley all the way! Good! Good! Timeout on the floor! With one, puts up a prayer from half court. Bang! 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 Kyle Waller knocks down a half court shot. Pass it down low on the block. Put it up for the tie. No good! No good! Lancers win! Lancers win! 37-35!
Now it's time for Lancer Basketball. Call the game. Start.
And now, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the guests on the scoreboard, the Belleville West Maroons, who entered tonight's contest with an overall record of 2 wins and 13 losses. At forward, 6-foot junior, number 0, Melania Lewis. At guard, 5'5" junior, number 3, Amiria Hall. At forward, 5'9" sophomore, number 4, Jayla Sparks. At guard, 5'2" senior, number 14, Kennedy Williams. And at forward, 5'6" senior, number 22, Mariah Nuri. Head coach for the Maroons is Janelle Kuhn. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineup for your home team on the scoreboard. Out Belleville's Lady Lancers, who enter tonight's contest with a record of 5-10. At guard, 5'9" senior, number 0, R.A. Broughton. At guard, 5'8" junior, number 1, Madison Hunter. At guard, 5'8" junior, number 2, Taylor Smith. At guard, 5'9" freshman, number 22, Abby Monroe. And at guard, 5'8" senior, number 30, Keisha Smith. Head coach for the Lancers is Amanda Kimmichi.
And we welcome you in here to Belleville East on a Thursday, and a good way to start a weekend with some Lady Lancer hoops. As we welcome here from Belleville East, the Maroons and the Lancers. I'm Steven Stacker with my partner. He came up late here doing the camera. My partner, Owen Jacobs. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you doing,
It's been a minute. I'm doing great. I know last time we talked, we had that Althoff game on the road. Nice little win, and it's been a bit. Had that break. How was your break?
It was good. How are you? How was yours?
It was pretty good. I had that council tournament, called some games over there. Unfortunately, Lancers 1-3 record, but see if they can get back to the winning ways tomorrow night at Belleville West. But good to have you up here as always. Let's review the start laps real quick as our PA, our athletic director, Mr. Mark Larson, had him for you. We'll start off with the visitors on the scoreboard. The Maroons of Belleville West, number 0, a junior, Milani Lewis. Number 3, Amara Hall. She's a junior guard. Number 4, a sophomore guard/forward, Jayla Sparks. Big player to watch out. She's their leading scorer. Number 14, Kennedy Williams. She's a senior guard. And number 22, Mariah Nuri, a senior forward/center. Beverly's rocking their same lineup. Ari Brierton, number 0, a senior. Number 1, Madison Hunter, a junior. Number 2, Taylor Smith. She's a junior. Number 22, Abby Monroe, the freshman. And number 30, Deja Smith, the senior. And our tip is won and controlled by the Belleville West Maroons, and the Maroon jerseys going left to right on your TV screen. We'll keep you in on a Thursday night watching some Lady Lancer basketball. It's Belleville East. How about the defense? First possession, forces a steal. Here comes Ari on a drive. Layup good at Belleville East. Wants a quick start against their crosstown rival in this battle of Belleville. Ari Brierton gets the Lancers on the board first. It's 2-0. West going left to right. Pass down low, layup inside. Blocked by Hunter and out of bounds. Caught by number 0 for the Maroons, Milana Lewis, which means it's out of bounds off of Belleville West. And the Lancers have it right to left on your TV screen. Here comes Brierton to get it across the timeline. Belleville East in a record of 5-10, 0-4 conference play. Belleville West is also 0-4 conference play. They have a record of 2-13. Monroe wants a 3. Too strong, missed it off the glass. Rebounded by Belleville West. See how quick the Lancers can start. They did a pretty good start against no foul on Tuesday on the road. No one there. A steal. Belleville East, Ari Brierton will just lay it up. She's got 2 layups off the glass, and she's got 4 points. Belleville East leads 4-0. 2 turnovers forced by the zone defense. Pass inside, wide open on the block. Missed it. Good defense by Deja Smith. Kind of left her open just a little bit, but got a hand up and forced the miss. 4-0 Belleville East. Taylor Smith wants to take on a drive. It's gone on a little put-up shot. 6-0 Belleville East. Quick start for the Lancers, who went 2-2 in that Mascouda tournament. Another steal, the 3rd turnover. Layup inside, good by Taylor Smith. And Belleville West needs a timeout. A minute 21 seconds in. It's 8-0 Belleville East. 4 points for Ari Brierton, 4 points for Taylor Smith. Timeout on the floor. Let's take one as well. 6:39 to play in the first quarter. Belleville East leads 8-0 here on the Belleville East Broadcast Network.
To schedule an appointment with one of our exceptional providers, call 833-776-7767. Fans, if you can't make your home games, no problem. Just log into our Belleville East YouTube page to watch. It's free and easy. The more subscribers we have, the better the site becomes. Log on to YouTube, search Belleville East Athletics, subscribe, and watch all of our home games.
Nothing Belleville East. Minute 21 seconds in. 4 layups on 3 different steals. Oh, number 4 out of the gate. Monroe wants to lay it up. Missed it. Too strong. And Abby Monroe trying to make a little more history. She's going to get called for a foul. She kind of reached in. That'll be number 1. She made a little history on that Mascouda tournament. broke the freshman scoring record again, and she keeps doing things that I don't think a freshman should be doing. Way too good for a freshman. And leading scorer for Belleville East, another scoring record broke over the weekend, and she's been starting to really find her scoring. As there's another steal by Belleville East. Taylor Smith wants to run. The junior lays it up off the glass a little bit too strong. Rebound brought down by the Maroons. That ball's fumbled. Smith recovers it on the floor. Pass to Briarton. Off the glass, good. Plus the whistle. Whistle foul. Count the basket. It's good for Ari Briarton. She has 6 of the Lancers' 10 points, and it's 10-0. Belleville East, baby. What a start. Foul is called on number 3 for the Maroons. Amari Hall, Briarton's free throw. All net, baby. 7 points for Ari. 11-0 Lancers. What a start for Belleville East. See if they can continue it. Abby Monroe got a steal, got a hand on it. And a little bit too close with some contact. She's going to get called for her second. And with her getting close to foul trouble this early, Coach Kevin Davis will take her out. And Andrea Trice Hall, another one of those underclassmen, is going to come in, a sophomore. 11-0 Belleville East, 2 minutes in. Kicking out right quarter, Belleville West. The right wing, that's almost stolen away. Briarton playing some defense. Forced to pick up the dribble. Kick inside. Back out. 2-point, just put it up. That's going to be too strong. Airball. Offensive board, brought down left quarter. Pass right to Briarton, and she stole it away. Belleville East has it. Trice Hall will get it across the timeline. Dribbles with the right hand, now goes to her left. Kicking to Madison Hunter. To Deja Smith up top. See if she can start pulling some threes. Get her open. Bet she'll make some. Trice Hall, get it up top for Briarton. Ari kicks it Hunter. Almost lost it in the right corner. Tries to take on a drive. Got cut off. Taylor Smith right wing. Got Deja Smith open. You see her? Just a little bit too late. And the pass was intercepted. She was open for a little bit too long, and it became too late. And that foul is going to be on the floor before the shots. The shot's no good. But a foul on Belleville East.
Belleville East foul number 1, Madison Hunter, her first, team third.
Madison Hunter picks up her first, third team foul. Don't like that little, only 2 minutes and 46 seconds in, 5:14 to play. Belleville East leading 11-0 on the scoreboard. Pitching a shutout up to this point. Kick inside, it's stolen away. Taylor Smith, and she brought it up, tried to bring it up. Across the timeline, she drew a blocking foul. That's the second on the Maroons. Kennedy Williams will pick up her first. Taylor Smith will trigger it in right. That scores table will be right in front of, or right to the right of it, or left of it actually on our TV screen. Gets it into Trice Hall. Belleville East leading 11-0. Deja Smith 3 minutes in. Up top for Taylor Smith. Kick it right corner, Hunter. She's got some space. She wants to take on a drive, pull-up jumper from the mid-range. It's good for Madison Hunter. She gets her first points. 3 scores for Belleville East. 13-0 lead on a Thursday night. Across the timeline, inside, bounce pass left block. Lay it up, missed it, too strong off the glass. Offensive board, put up, that's too short. Rebound, offensive board. Deja Smith is stolen away. Just took it right from her. Deja Smith across the timeline. Kicks it to Trice Hall. Trice Hall right wing, dribbles. Goes to her left hand, and she got triple team, tried to take it a drive, and couldn't slow it down. Gets called for a travel. And a turnover on Belleville East. The Maroons get it back. 13-0, 4:29 to play in the first quarter. First of 2 between East and West here on back-to-back nights. Kick on the left block, just put up a shot that missed too strong off the side of the rim. That's going to be out of bounds. Rebound is off of the Maroons and out of bounds off of them, so Belleville East will get it. Boys basketball on a Friday night tomorrow for Belleville West. 7:15 pregame, 7:30 is the tip from Belleville West. The Lancers swept that regular season series last year, 3-0, but that was with 2 close games, 2 single-digit wins for Belleville East, or single-digit point wins. And the third game at Belleville West was a blowout, but obviously Belleville East a completely different team. Taylor Smith wants a 3-pointer. Bang! How about that? Taylor Smith knocks out a shot. 7 points. She ties Briarton for the scoring lead, 16-0. Belleville East. Across the timeline, what did I say about Taylor Smith in the pregame show? I said if she can find that shot, watch out for her. She's dangerous, and she's showing it. That's going to be airballed on the mid-range shot. 3:40 to play. Belleville East leading 16-0. Deja Smith across the timeline. Inside the paint. Kick out Briarton left corner. Inside Taylor Smith left block. She gets inside. Kicks out Deja Smith. Deja Smith backs up. She wants a 3. Missed it. Too strong. Rebound off of Madison Hunter. She fights for it. Has it. Belleville West is there as well. Forcing the jump ball, held ball. And Belleville East will keep it with the possession arrow.
So they will trigger it in on the right baseline, or they're going to say left baseline. Yep, left baseline. Taylor Smith will do the honors. Done a little prep work for that game tomorrow. Finish it up tonight and tomorrow. But Belleville West has been an interesting team. They took down O'Fallon in a double-digit victory at home, and they've kind of struggled since then. They lost to Alton after having a lead at the half at Alton over winter break and lost by double figures. I think it was by 20-something. Brierton goes inside, just puts it up off the glass, missed it. Fight for the rebound. Trice Hall has it. She puts up. That's no good. And too strong. Rebound. And the Maroons tap. They want to run left to right. 3 minutes to play all the way on Taylor Smith. No good, but she draws the foul, and free throws coming for Belleville West and the Maroons. Taylor Smith gets called for a first. Fourth team foul. Next one would send the Maroons to a double bonus. Audrey King, a freshman's going to be waiting to come in here. Let's see who she wants to comes in for. Hall at the line. First one, missed it, too strong. She's going to come in for Deja Smith. Deja Smith playing some good defense. She's held scoreless right now, but doesn't matter when she's showing off some great defense. Second one, in and out, want to go. Went around the rim and just couldn't fall. Rebound brought down by Belleville East. Brierton kicks it right wing. Hunter pulls up for mid-range, catch and shoot. Missed it just a little bit too short. Offensive board. Trice Hall lost it. It's out of bounds and saved and out of bounds. And they're going to say out of bounds off the Maroons. So the Lancers will keep it. Audrey King trigger it in. And nope, they're going to switch it to Taylor Smith. Triggered in right on the sideline. Gets it into Hunter. Hunter, Southwestern Conference logo. Inside, kick out. Audrey King left wing. Man, I can't speak. Gets it back to Hunter. Now Brierton, senior. Goes to her right, now goes to her left. Puts it up, off the glass, just a little bit too strong. Rebound brought down by the Maroons. They want to run left to right. All the way, lay it up, missed it. Rebound and offensive board. Put back, no. Fight for the rebound. Maroons have it put up. That's airballed. And it's loose on the floor. Stolen away by Ari. And Trice Hall has it for Belleville East. She'll bring it up with 2:18 to go in the first quarter. Belleville East leading 16-0. Right elbow. Pass. Taylor Smith on a cut. She found him off the glass. 18-0. Belleville East, baby. Taylor Smith with 9. And Andrea Trice Hall is going to pick up her first. Got a little too close. And 15 foul. Maroons got 2 free throws coming.
To the lineup, number 30, Deja Smith.
18-1. Belleville East to lead the Maroons. 1:48 to play. Deja Smith back in, and she came in for Andrea Trice Hall. And then Massa Hunter's also out. India Vincent, the senior, came in. See what she can do. That's going to be a travel, so turnover for the Maroons. Belleville East will get it back. 18-1. I like this start. I like it a lot. 97 seconds to play. First score, I like when they can take a lead, but how about a 17-point lead? Not a field goal out yet. Deja Smith inside. Gets on the floor, past the King, and that three-pointer too strong off the glass, but Brierton fights off 2 Maroons players for an offensive board, and Deja Smith took on a drive, but ended up traveling in the process, so Belleville West will get it back off the Belleville East turnover. How about Deja Smith, the effort, though, to kick that pass out from behind. That pass is not stolen away. Taylor Smith's just wide open. Easy layup off the glass. She has 11. Belleville East leads 20-1. That ball's up in the air, almost stolen away, but the Maroons keep it. They get it across the timeline. Right corner, cut off by Vincent. Good defense. Sparks is wide open. Sorry, Hall's wide open. Bounce pass inside. That's no good. Rebound. Maroons have it. Sorry, that was Sparks, and they're going to call a whistle for a held ball. Possession arrow is in favor of the Maroons with 53.3 to play in the first, so the Maroons will keep it on this possession. Lancers trying to get back to the winning column, trying to get that first conference win. They went 2-2 in that Mascouda tournament. Beat Freeburg and then lost to O'Fallon in Oakville. That game was in overtime, and then took down East St. Louis in that last game. Inside right block, put up at a foul, and free throws coming for the Maroons with 45.2. India Vincent picks up her first. Already, doesn't matter, Maroons are in the double bonus, but it was on the shot anyway. Number 5, Josie Coughlin is at the line. She's 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 100% no longer. 4 for 5, and Madison Hunter's going to come in for Taylor Smith. Taylor Smith deserves some time off after 11 points in the first 7 minutes and 15 seconds, and I think, you know, it definitely deserves that, and we'll see how much more she'll play in a game like this. We're probably at least out to an early lead. Second one's no good. Vincent with the rebound, you know, and Brierton's still out there. She's got 7. Kicks it to Deja Smith. Did she travel again? And she did. Deja Smith travels again with 40 seconds left. Maroons get it back off the turnover. Maroons went 0 for 2 from that free throw line. Up some points on the board. Across the timeline. Double team. Kick it up top. Going to go right lane. Lost it. And they're going to say, I think it was knocked off, out of bounds off of Belleville. Oh, they're going to say, was it out of bounds off of the Maroons? I didn't see a possession arrow signaled. Like I say, stay with Belleville West. Okay, that's what it looked like to me, is that it was knocked off a Lancer. Jayla Sparks will trigger it in. Bounce pass to Williams. That pass stolen away. Wide open, it's King, and that pass kind of slowed her down. She still wants to drive. That's blocked up in the air off the backboard, and Belleville West recovers on a rebound. That pass is knocked down. Stolen away by Brierton. She's got King about second time and lost it on the pass. Right back to Belleville West. 10 seconds to play. Coughlin lost it out of bounds off of Hunter. Belleville West will keep it. They'll trigger it in on the left baseline. 8.8 to go in the first. 20-1, Belleville East. Maroons trigger it in left baseline. Throw it at left elbow. 6 seconds. Kick out left wing. Wants a 3. Catch and shoot. Bang! For Sparks. She has 4. Belleville East will have to work quickly, and they're not going to have enough time as Brierton couldn't get it in. And that will end our first 8 minutes in the first quarter. Belleville East out to an early, huge advantage. It's 20-4, this battle of Belleville and the crosstown rivals of Belleville East and Belleville West. Into the first quarter, second quarter coming up next. Let's take a timeout as the Lancers lead 20-4. This is Lady Lancer basketball on the Belleville East Broadcast Network.
Our girls track team is hard at work to get you taken care of. Popcorn, candy, Chick-fil-A sandwiches, and more. All proceeds go to the Belleville East Athletic Department to benefit our teams.
Eight minutes through here on a Thursday night from Belleville East. Lady Lancers off to a very good start, leading 20-4. So we was talking with you working the camera tonight. My good partner Owen Jacobs. Belleville West working left to right out of the start of the second quarter. Jump shot's good inside by Sparks. She has all 6 for the Maroons. 20-6. Maroons on a 5-0 run. Belleville East out there to start the second quarter. Audrey King, Deja Smith, India Vincent, Taylor Smith, and Madison Hunter just chucked up that 3. That's no good. Audrey King, the freshman offensive rebound, kicks out a Hunter, stayed with it. Ball's loose on the floor, off the drive, and out of bounds off of the Lancers. That ball went into the lobby by the concessions. Track that one down as Sparks. Belleville West will have it left to right. Now Abby Monroe, after picking up 2 fouls early, the freshman, held scoreless up to this point. At Belleville East, only 3 scorers, 7 for Brierton, 11 for Taylor Smith, and then 2 for Madison Hunter. Added up to 20. Belleville West with all 6 points from Jayla Sparks, and referees talking to the scores table to both coaches right now. Is it something with it looked like it was off the foot. I think we're good now. Belleville West will still have it. I think they were discussing substitutions maybe. The ref now is talking to Mr. Larson, our PA tonight, and our great people at the scorers table. Got Coach Funk down there, and got Miss Blomberg. That's Coach Blomberg's wife. Great people down there. Also Miss Funk down there as well. Great people at work our scorers table. That's no good, and that's going to be fought for out of bounds off of the Maroons. Belleville East will keep it. I see those three all the time at almost every single Belleville East basketball game, and saw them a lot during girls volleyball too. We'll see them in boys volleyball. Some people that do a lot for Lancer Athletics, you may not know. Hunter up top, 20-6. Lancers move right to left. Give it to Davis Smith, left wing. Smith will run it up top. Kicks it right wing, Taylor Smith. Smith. Oh, King trying to get it to King. No one there. It's tracked down by Belleville West. Loose on the floor, and that was Missy, Olivia Missy, number 2 for the Maroons, who recovered it. And she ended up moving a bit, and they called a travel. So Belleville East will get it back with 1 minute exactly through in the second quarter. Taylor Smith will get it in for Belleville East. Goes it to Hunter, now back to Taylor Smith and Abby Monroe. The freshman's going to come in here in a minute. The next dead ball. And it's the Hunter left wing. Pass fake, go up top. Pass right hand down low, intercepted and picked off. Belleville East a little bit of a scoring drought right now. Maroons pull up mid-range jumper, air ball. Kind of like a pass, though, as it was an offensive board. That's no good. Another offensive board. Pass. Madison Hunter steals it. Here come the Lancers. Push it up. Triple team. Ball's loose and stolen away. Oh, man. Here come the Maroons on the left block. Throw it out up top for three-point line. Top of the key. Right wing 3. Missed it. Too short, out of bounds. And Belleville East will get it. And Abby Monroe and Ari Brierton will come in for the Lancers. They're going to come in for India Vincent and Madison Hunter. A little chaos right there on that last possession for Belleville East. Something you don't want to see is that, a turnover. And one like that, see if Belleville East can make a shot. They don't have any points in the second quarter. They're in a scoring drought. Pass to Monroe. Fumbled it. Got it back. Taylor Smith. Monroe's wide open. Layup. Good. There you go, Abby. Freshman comes through. 22-6. Belleville East leading by 16. Pass in the left corner, Maroons. Travel, turnover, Belleville East will get it back. Something I've kind of talked about the differences from last year's team and this year's, but also one of those things I've seen, really in the last game we did, Granite City, and this one tonight here against Belleville West, but kind of seen it all year, but especially these last 2 home games, is that Belleville East defense is really pushing the issue. They're really playing up close, forcing turnovers. And you're seeing a lot tonight. They're making Belleville West pass the basketball to players they don't want to pass it to in situations where they're covered. You have to force the pass. That shot's still a good rebound out of bounds. Belleville West will have it. They're making these uncomfortable passes, and it's really working right now for Belleville East, forcing a lot of turnovers, which has led to some fast break points. I'm interested to see, how many fast break points, as there's another steal, and that pass to Monroe is intercepted. Not the best pass from Ari. She's made some good passes tonight. Belleville West on the drive. Layup good. That is Amaya Hall. She gets her first point. Second score for the Maroons. It's 22-8. Belleville East will bring it back. Monroe. Brierton. Ari gives it a King. She wants a 3. Contested catch and shoot. Air ball. Taylor Smith keeps it in. Off of Belleville West right to Monroe. Deja Smith wide open 3. Catch and shoot. Missed it too strong. Rebound brought down by the Maroons. 1-on-1. Deja Smith knocked it loose and out of bounds. Maroons will get on the baseline right off of Deja Smith. Maroons will trigger it in on the right baseline. Got a wide open Sparks. She wants a 3. Missed it in the right corner. Rebound's tipped out to the 3-point line. Sparks got an offensive board. She shoots another 3 off the backboard. No good. Taylor Smith across the timeline. Goes inside. Puts it up. Foul. No good. But free throws coming for the junior. She's taking over tonight. 11 points all came in the first. Mara Hall picks up her second first team foul. Taylor Smith to the line for 2. 40% free throw shooter, 8 for 20 on the year. See if she can get that percentage up here. There you go. First one's good. Smith has 12. Belleville East now leads 23-8. Largest lead was 19. Belleville West wants a quick 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. 4:35 to play in the first half. Belleville East leads the Maroons 23-8. This is Lady Lancer basketball on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. Out of the Belleville West timeout, their second. They have 3 remaining. Belleville East with all 5. Taylor Smith's at the line shooting her second free throw. She made the first to make it a 15-point game, and the second missed it. Rebound. Maroons have it on the defensive board. Maroons move left to right, cross the timeline. Go inside, throw it up off the glass, too strong. Offensive board all the way back out at the three-point line, and traveled was Hall before she passed it. Took a step, and Belleville East will get it back off the turnover. Let's start for the Lancers, and again, 2 big games for not just the girls, but the boys. These next 2 nights. Monroe, left wing, bang! Abby Monroe knocks down a 3. She's got 5, and Belleville East is up by 18. It's 26-8. Right wing 3, catch and shoot. West trying to respond. That's no good. Rebound is tipped. It was right to a Maroon player. Sparks got past the defenders. Puts up good on the left block. Jayla Sparks is only a sophomore, and man, she's someone to watch out for Belleville West. Definitely a building block of this Belleville West program. She's got 8 tonight, and she's making some moves. She's getting to the basket and scoring. Taylor Smith fumbled it out of her hands, over and back as it goes behind the half-court line. Turnover by Belleville East. Maroons get it back, 3:40 to play. It's 26-10 in the first half. But a big one tomorrow for the boys, too, at Belleville West. The Lancers now are 8-8. They've lost 4 straight games and entered a pivotal stretch before that council tournament where you went 2-0, taking down Modern Day and Althoff. Abby Monroe just jumps, catches the ball, runs it down the other way for a layup, and it's good off the glass. Abby Monroe's got 7 all points in the second quarter. Belleville East is tied their largest lead of 28-10. Here comes that zone, half-court zone trap, and was tipped away, but Belleville West keeps it. Throw it inside. Going inside the paint, Deja Smith just puts her hands up and forces Sparks to retreat and go back out to the three-point line. She calls for help, passes on a bounce pass. Brierton steps up. Taylor Smith comes in for double team. Kick out right wing, Sparks 3. Missed it. Airport on the catch and shoot. Monroe brings down the rebound for the Lancers. Belleville East in the home whites with blue text and blue numerals. That pass is tipped off of Smith, out of bounds, and they're going to say out of bounds off the Maroons, and Belleville West not very happy with that call. Looked like it was off of Smith, but the Lancers will keep it on the left baseline. Maroons in the maroon jerseys with the white text and numerals. West throwing in for Brierton. That was short. It was tipped. Brierton got it and laid it up anyway, and she scores. She has 9. Belleville East opens up their largest lead of a good 20. 30-10, and Abby Monroe gets another steal. Keeps it in, throwing it Taylor Smith. Smith to Brierton, the ball movement. Brierton puts it up, and she's fouled. Ori Brierton whistle foul. Count the basket. It's good, and Belleville East opens up a 22-point lead. Ori Brierton with 11 for the Lancers. Foul is on the Maroons, number 3, Amari Hall. That's her third team foul. Sorry, second team foul. And Andrea Trice Hall is going to come in for Audrey King. Brierton with 11. If she can make this free throw, it would tie Taylor Smith's team leading 12 points. Free throw, Brierton missed it, too strong. Defensive rebound by the Maroons. 2:30 to play in the half. Sparks goes inside, fadeaway jump inside the paint, missed it. Offensive board, out of bounds off of the Lancers on the rebound. The Maroons will keep it. Belleville West is doing a good job of getting some offensive rebounds, I'll tell you that for sure, but it's not leading to second chance points, and that's thing. Belleville East's defense has just been good at making them have or putting up good contests on some of these shots, and if it's not that, they're forcing turnovers. And turnover on the Maroons. So, Bell, again, goes back to my point. Our turnover forced by the Lancer defense. Belleville East gets it back. Ari Brierton has it. Across the timeline. She gives it to Monroe, right wing. Up top for Trice Hall. Sophomore right hand. Gives it to Deja Smith. I need her to knock down a three. She has no points yet. Brierton gives it to Trice Hall. Waiting. Give it up top for Deja Smith. Deja Smith gives it to Taylor Smith. Taylor kicks it to Ari. Ari goes inside left lane. Just puts it up. She draws a foul. 2 free throws coming for the senior. It's a good drive and forced a few players to jump and drew the foul. Rebecca Surmeyer is going to come in, a senior for Belleville East, coming in on this next free throw. Ari makes the first, and she will come in for Deja Smith. Ari's now tied. Taylor Smith for the team lead. That foul on Belleville West, by the way, was called on number 0, Milani Lewis, her first third-team foul. Second one's good. Brierton takes over. She's got 13, leading scoring in this one for both sides. She's been a good story tonight. Monroe almost forced to steal. Belleville West, double team, picked up the dribbles. Coughlin kick out right wing. Jump shot, catch and shoot, missed it, rebound, offensive board. Maroons have another offensive board. That's almost stolen away. Maroons keep it, put it up off the glass too strong, and Belleville East finally secures the rebound. I'm interested to see again how many offensive boards now the Maroons have. They've pulled down a few, and that's something I know Belleville East are up by 24. They would like to improve on. Monroe has space for 3, catch and shoot. Airballed it too short. 25 to play. Maroons will get it back. Rare to see out of Monroe. Airball shot. Some space, but Belleville East up by 24, and she's got 7. A good night for her. That's another steal. Ari has it for Belleville East. She was the one that stole it. Monroe's wide open inside the 3-point line. Kicks up top. Trice Hall. We're right side of the lane. Bumps, puts it up, missed it, went around the rim, and just couldn't get to go in the basket. Sparks, double team, lost it out of bounds, and they're going to say out of bounds off of the Lancers, so the Maroons will have it 64 seconds to play. Oh, they're going to say it went off of Sparks. Wow, Belleville East is going to get it. 64 seconds to go here in the first half. Lancers move right to left. Brierton, Madison Hunter will come in next, dead ball. Pass to Monroe, back to Ari. She picked up her dribble. Pass tipped up in the air. Ari has it, puts it on the floor, wants to dribble. Trice Hall, right wing. Monroe up top. She had space. Bounce pass. Surmeyer puts it on the floor. Gives it up top. Trice Hall almost stolen away. All the way out of drive. Laid up. Just missed it. And a foul off the rebound as Maroons secured it. As Brierton looks like she took a shot. She's holding her right hand, and Brierton was the one called for the foul. She's going to come out for Hunter. Hopefully she's okay. It looked like she's in a little bit of discomfort. Looks like she might be a little better now, but was holding that hand. Pass inside on another steal. Trice Hall on the pass from Smith. She puts it up. She draws the foul. 31.7. That's the 4th on the Maroons. Free throws coming for the sophomore. And Ari is staying on the bench. She isn't getting checked out by our great athletic trainer, Aaron Kremel, so it looks like she's fine. Good to see from the senior. The foul was on number 22, Ryan Nuri for the Maroons. 14th foul. Audrey King's going to come in for Abby Monroe, so freshman for freshman. First free throw no good from Trice Hall, who just had something I'm very impressed with in her game is her ability to drive to the basket. Second one missed. Surmeyer tried to keep it in, and she couldn't, and she took a step out of bounds, trying to throw it back in. Belleville West moving left to right. Sparks across the timeline. Kick inside. Layup off the glass. Missed. Offensive board. Blocked by Surmeyer. Offensive board and a block and foul on Belleville East to a 19.6. They're going to call it on the shot. Rebecca Surmeyer picks up her first second team foul. So Maroons to the line for 2. First one's no good by number 30. By number 23, sorry. Benet Brown, a freshman. I was looking at Belleville East, is 33. And So that's not right. Second one, missed it, airballed in. With that, Beverly will just get it off the sideline. Probably the last possession here for the Lady Lancers of the half, leading by 24. 15 seconds to play. Smith just walks it up across the timeline. Kicks it to Madison Hunter. 10 seconds. King up top with 9. Kicks it to Trice Hall with 8. Left wing. Bevel West backed off of a double team. Kicking to King left corner with 5. Audrey King puts it on the floor. Gives it to Smith with 2. Smith left wing. Picked up her drill. She has to put up at the buzzer. And it's gone! Taylor Smith just put it up at the buzzer. And she got it. 2-point bucket scored by Smith, and Bevel East enters the half with a little buzzer beater by the junior. 36-10. Lancers lead going to the half. How about that? A little exclamation point to end the half. Halftime we go. Bevel East leads 36-10 over the Maroons of Bevel West in this Battle of Belleville, the crosstown battle. We'll talk about it at half with our Lancer Hoops halftime report coming up. We'll be right back. This is Lady Lancer Basketball on the Bevel East Broadcast Network.
Fan of the game. Tonight's fan is Xander King. He will have 45 seconds to make a layup, free throw, 3-point shot, and a half-court shot. Each made basket is worth free food from Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken. Good luck, Xander.
We welcome into our Lancer Hoops halftime report with a great advantage. Good news, you're just tuning in. Belleville East out to an early lead, and they kept building on it. 36-10 is your score at the half in favor of the Lady Lancers over the crosstown Southwestern Conference rival and the Maroons of Belleville West. Welcome into our Lancer Hoops halftime report. Steven Stock here. We're going to camera our partner at Iowa Jacobs. Belleville East up by 26, and let's get those score numbers for you here. We'll start with the Lancers. They lead by 26 on the scoreboard. 36-10. Lead them in score tonight with 13 points is the senior, Ari Brierton. She's knocking down a lot of layups, knocking down some good jump shots, and she's doing not just doing that. She's doing it on the defensive side of the ball, too. She's got 13 points, and then she overtook Taylor Smith in the second quarter for that scoring lead. Taylor Smith has 12 for the Lancers. She's second. Then in third with scoring is the freshman Abby Monroe. She's got 7. And then lastly, the fourth scorer for Belleville East with 2 points tonight is Madison Hunter. Over for the Maroons of Belleville West, they have 2 scorers, and it's the sophomore with 8 points leading them. In 8 points, Jayla Sparks, she has 8, and then also with 2 is Amari Hall for the Maroons. Scoring by the quarter, Belleville East opened out to an early 20-1 lead, and it was actually 20-4 after the first quarter. 20-4 plus 16 scoring in the first quarter. Second quarter is also in favor of Belleville East, outscoring the Maroons 16-6 after a run by the Maroons that started off the second quarter. Belleville East was in a bit of a scoring drought, but they still actually had a plus 10 second quarter, 16-6, to get us to a 36-10 lead. One of these teams is going to have a conference win tonight. Both of them came in 0-4 in conference play, and right now it looks like it's going to be Belleville East if they can continue playing their game out to that really lead. They just keep building on it. And, I mean, again, I mentioned it, the defense has just been a huge factor. I know, I talked about the rebounds. You want to be able to be better on the glass. You're giving up too many offensive rebounds. But, I mean, you're up by 26. Defense is forcing turnovers. They're putting up good contests. And your offense is really in rhythm right now, is clicking. And the majority of that first quarter really at the right at the end, at that very end of that first quarter, into the early second part of the quarter, is where Belleville East hit that stall of scoring the basketball. But really, I mean, take that away. Belleville East's offense is in rhythm. They're scoring the basketball. They're putting points on the board, and they're playing team basketball. The ball movement's been great, and Belleville East can continue this. Pick up their first conference win and get ready to look at East St. Louis on Tuesday. And speaking of East St. Louis on Tuesday, let's get a look at the conference right now in girls basketball in the Southwestern Conference. Tuesday was the last time the conference was in action, and I mentioned on the pregame, Belleville East did lose to O'Fallon by 40, 79-39. Also in play, Edwardsville took down the Flyers of East St. Louis at home 63-41, and that was only 2 games in conference play as Belleville West and Alton played over winter break, as Alton did take them down by 60, 78-18 at their place at Alton. Tonight's games, West East, Collinsville is at Edwardsville. Todd Duke of the K-Hawk Sports Network has that call from Edwardsville. Just talked to him today, and we're getting ready some things. Hopefully, you following me at all these last 2 weeks. Him and I joined him and his crew over at Collinsville for that tournament for the boys during the winter break, and we're looking to get him back up here for our tournament in a few weeks. And speaking of that tournament, I have that schedule. I'll have that on the post game. I have all 3 days of those 9 games. I have all times in that schedule, all the games. I'll get it for you on our post game if you're looking for that. That's in 2 weeks from now. It will be the Wednesday, which is the 17th, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday here at Belleville East. We'll have that schedule for you on our post game, and then also Fallon's at East St. Louis tonight. Next game in conference play Tuesday is again Belleville East will be on the road at East St. Louis, which means the boys are at home here against to take on the Flyers of East St. Louis. Collinsville will be at Alton, and Belleville West is at Edwardsville next Tuesday. In league play right now, the standings, Alton's at first at 5-0. They took down O'Fallon to put them at second at 4-1. In third place is Collinsville at 3-1. Their only loss is O'Fallon, and Edwardsville is 2-2. East St. Louis is 1-3, and Belleville East, Belleville West is both in last, tied in last at 0-4. That's been your Lancer Hoops halftime report. We're less than 60 seconds away from our start of the second half. Let's take a break again for you next here on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. Soon stock. Owen Jacobs, my partner working the camera tonight. Belleville East leading 36-10 to start off the second half. Taylor Smith, a little buzzer beater mid-range to end the first half. And now we start the second half with Belleville East leading. They're going to have it out of the timeout, or out of the break, and have it left to right on your TV screen out there for the Lancers. Ari Brierton, Taylor Smith, Madison Hunter, Deja Smith, and Abby Monroe. So Belleville East rocking the starters to start the second half. Madison Hunter gives it up top. Taylor Smith gives it to Deja Smith. Left wing Hunter now wants a three. Missed. Oh, man, it kept falling around the rim, and it looked like it wasn't going to go. In the last second, I got my hopes up a little bit thinking it was going to go, and it didn't, but Belleville East is still going to have it as the rebound went out of bounds off of the Maroons, so the Lancers will keep it. 36-10. Get it to Ari. Abby's wide open. Oh, you got to pull that. Come on, Monroe. Gives it to Deja Smith. She'll give it to Hunter. Belleville East going around the horn. Bounce pass Taylor Smith. Inside. Kicks out Brierton. Deja Smith's open. All right. What about pulling it? Gives it to Monroe. Belleville East trying to find that good shot. I'm liking this, though. Good ball movement. Taylor Smith, there it is. Wide open left wing three. Missed it. Abby all fits aboard. Kicks it back out. Smith wants another try. Bang! There it is. There it is. Taylor Smith's got 15, and she says, Ari, I'm going to take you over for the scoring lead. Belleville East, their largest lead. It's at 29. We're getting to running clock territory here, even though it's not the fourth quarter yet. Abby Monroe with the steal. Bounce past Brierton. Bounce past Taylor. Lay it up good. Taylor Smith has 17 points. Your Lancers lead by 31. And Abby says, let me get another steal. Monroe bounce past Brierton inside. Layup blocked out of bounds. Lancers will keep it. 6:44 to play. Man. Belleville East, when they can score the basketball like they are tonight, man, this team's fun. Monroe, left corner, puts on the floor, going to dribble, gives it to Ari. Ari up top to Hunter, and that's the thing. Belleville East, they haven't had all their scores clicking at once. We're seeing it right now. They have 3 of their scores clicking. Hunter, right wing, and they're up by 31 for a reason. They're all clicking. Smith's wide open. Wants another 3. Bang! She wants another! Taylor Smith has 20. Belleville East opens up a 34-point lead. There's another steal. Ari's wide open. Layup good. Time out on the floor. Ari has 15. Monroe with the steal and the assist. It's a lot of fun here from Belleville East on a Thursday night. Timeout on the floor. 6:11 to play. Belleville East leads 46-10. This is Lady Lancer basketball on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. Belleville West called their third timeout, 2 remaining. Belleville East still has not used a timeout. Coach Kemmegy is really liking what she's seen out of her girls, and 46-10 is a score to show for it. Belleville East will keep all their players out there out of the timeout, and man, things are clicking. Things are clicking, especially Taylor Smith. I mentioned on the pregame, if she can start knocking down her first few shots, she's dangerous. She's dangerous, and man, she's dangerous tonight. Leading Belleville East in scoring with good 2-0, 20 points. Incredible scoring right now by Taylor Smith. And she's shown flashes of that last year. She's shown a flash of that against Granite City. And she wants to show off a flash of the defense with the block out of bounds. Belleville West will keep it on the baseline. She's had such good potential, and good to see her tonight just do what she's doing. Belleville West on the right baseline. Throw it up top. Maroons. Belleville East playing that zone defense, forces another steal, a turnover. Pass Taylor Smith, puts it up after a few pump fakes. Got a few players to jump, and that's no good. Out of bounds, rebound off the Maroons. Lancers will get it on the baseline. Looks like Taylor Smith, yep, she will trigger it in. Waiting. Get it up top for Hunter, left wing. Hunter gives it to Smith. She's got space for three. Another one. She missed that one. Rebound out of bounds off of the Lancers. 5:42 to play in the third. Maroons will get it back. Couldn't make that one was Taylor Smith. 0 for 2 in that possession. Got to slow things down just a little bit. Maroon still at right wing. Right block. Sparks going past Hunter. Bounce pass left block. Almost lost it was Lewis. Maroons bounce pass up top. That may go over the timeline, and it will. And over and back. Turnover. Belleville will get it back. Just a pass that was out of control. And Lancers will get on the sideline. Ari will trigger it in for Belleville East. Again, remind you, we'll be at Belleville West tomorrow. Boys basketball, and we have a random stoppage. Random buzzer just went off. See what they want to do here. Belleville East will, I assume, we'll keep it. But anyway, we'll be at Belleville West tomorrow for boys hoops, another Southwestern Conference battle. Lancers still searching for that first conference win. 8-8. They've lost 4 straight games and entered that Council tournament winning 3 straight. Got the win on their first night to make it 4 straight wins, and now they've lost 4 straight. Lancers keep it left right, so we'll be on at 7:15 with our pregame. 7:30 is the tip at Belleville West. Hunter wants a 3. Off the pass. Catch and shoot. Missed it in the right corner. Rebound Belleville West. Just put on the floor. After the rebound, she never put on the floor, so I mean, Belleville East has kind of left her uncovered. That's going to be almost out of bounds, and scores table will watch out. And they're going to say it was out of bounds. Lancers get it back. 4:54 to play. A lot of turnovers, a lot of steals forced by Belleville East tonight. Going in the backcourt for Ari. Gives it to Deja Smith up top. Deja bounce pass. Smith wide open. Taylor Smith gets it off the glass of the left block. She's got 22. I'm going to run out of space for her on my score sheet. I'm going to run out of space. It only happened a few times last year, and it was by one man, Jordan Pickett, who made me run out of space in my score sheet. That's out of bounds. Off of Belleville East. Maroons will keep it. Audrey King's going to come in for Ari Briarton. Good performance tonight from Ari up to this point. 15 points for her. She's played some good defense. I know she's had some assists. She gets to come out, get some time off, and go back to one of your underclassmen trying to see some potential in. And Audrey King, who's done a good job so far this year in her varsity playing time. Sparks, jump shot, mid-range, catch and shoot, missed it. Ball on the weak side, rebound. Maroons have it, kick out, three-pointer. Missed it, too short, hit the side of the rim. Taylor Smith brings down a rebound. She gives it to Monroe left wing. Abby wants a 3. Catch and shoot. Missed it. Too short. Rebound left corner. Maroons have it. On defensive rebound. Halfway through in the third. 48-10 Lancers. Maroons across the timeline. Bounce pass inside. Back up top. Belleville West all the way left wing. Just put up off the glass too strong and hitting the deck. Drawing the foul for the Maroons. Number 3. Mariah Hall will go to the line for 2. Madison Hunter picks up her second. First foul a quarter. On both sides. All to the line. She's got 2 points on the night. Make it 3, knocks down the first. Andrea Trice Hall and India Vince are going to come in for Madison Hunter and Deja Smith. I'm surprised Deja Smith hasn't got it going. She hasn't put up many shots, but she's held scoreless tonight. She's got a good jump shot. I mean, I've talked about it all season. That thing's a beauty. Belleville West all fits the board after the miss. In and out, want to go. Belleville East on a rebound, and here come the Lancers. Trice Hall across the timeline. Crossover. Nowhere to go. Give it to Taylor Smith up top. Ball above her head. Now put on the floor. Goes to right now. Goes to her left. Inside kick out King. Wants a jump shot. Catch and shoot. Missed it. Abby rebound. Oh, and the event is going to have it for Belleville East. She kicks it to Taylor Smith on the right block. Taylor Smith got Monroe open left wing. Puts on the floor. Bounce pass. Vincer shot right back up to Monroe. Belleville East keeps it. Trice Hall gets a screen from Vincer going to her right. Maroon switch. Picked up the dribble. Throw it right corner. No one there. Out of bounds off of King, who kind of just ran in and tried to make a play. She shows off the good effort, but turnover. Belleville West gets it back. 3:07 to go. Third quarter. 48-11. Belleville East leading by A good 37 running clock if it stays at 30 or more. Now starting the fourth. Abby Monroe, another steal. The defensive efforts there. She wants a drive, and she draws the foul. 2 free throws coming for the freshman. Josie Coughlin picks up her first team foul. Oh, they're going to call it on the floor. So Belleville East will trigger it on the right baseline. Taylor Smith will do the honor. Throw it up top for Monroe. Right wing, back to Taylor Smith, right corner, head fake. Inside King, inside the paint. Took a step. Turnover. Belleville East will get it back. Belleville West will get it back. 2:43 to play. Belleville West moving right to left. On your TV screen, get it across the timeline. That pass up in the air, still on the way. Abby bounce past Taylor, lay it up, in and out, couldn't get it to go. Rebound Maroons, and Belleville East, something, as that's going to be a travel, Lancers get it back. Something Coach Kemmege's head coach for the Lancers has always talked about this season is that none of these players are selfish. They want to score, but they're not selfish. They're passing the ball, and you're seeing that tonight. You see Monroe thought about taking a drive. Let's bounce past it to Taylor Smith, and she puts up a drive. And you've seen that on a few possessions where Belleville East is just passing the basketball around. King, 3-pointer top to key, missed it too strong. As Lily Cooper, a junior, came in for Abby Monroe, the freshman. So Belleville East, only starter out there now is Taylor Smith. Trice Hall, just the ball moving right now. Trice Hall all the way right lane, missed it, got her on offensive board. She puts up and she draws the foul. 1:55 to play in the third, and she will have free throws coming, the sophomore. Second team foul in the Maroons. Renata Hall picks up her fourth. Next one, and she's out of the game. Hall, first one, got it. Trice Hall's on the board. 49-11. They switched it. Number 23, Vinay Brown, her second. So Hall still at 3. Hall picked up her first second team foul. Second free throw is no good. Rebound Maroons. Belleville West across the timeline. Coughlin left wing. Puts it on the floor, just dribbles. Belleville East not backing off on the pressure. Back to the left wing. Ball above the head, now put on the floor. Give it right wing. 95 seconds to go in the third. Belleville East by 38. That's thrown at the ground. Lily Cooper gets the steal. The junior wants to run. Gives it to King. King gets it back inside for Vincent. Put it up and was deflected, and Belleville West has it. Maroons across the timeline. Throw it. Left corner wide open. Catch it, shoot 3. Missed it. Rebound. Taylor Smith off the rebound, off the pass. Gets it. 65 seconds. Across the timeline. She wants to run all the way. Lays it up. Foul. No good. Free throws coming, though, for the... Oh, they're going to call it on the floor. They're going to call it on the floor. Vinay Brown picks up her second. Third team foul, and Madison Hunter will come in for Taylor Smith. So Hunter will trigger it in. 62 seconds to play in the third. Gets it into Audrey King. King back up top for Trice Hall. Hunter, Madison wide open, wants a 3. Bang! There you go! Madison Hunter knocks down a shot. She's got 5, and Belleville East up by 41. 45 seconds to play in the third. Maroons lost it out of bounds. They'll keep it as it went off Cooper, and going to get past Lily Cooper. She was all over the ball handler, number 24, Cora Sin, just all over it. Couldn't get past her. Good defense by the junior. Bounce pass. Maroons, 38 seconds. Just intercepted like a defensive back. Hunter all the way. Laid up. Good. And a little light whistle for foul. Whistle foul. Count the basket for Madison Hunter. She intercepted it, then went down the other end, laid it up, drew the foul, and she's got a free throw trying to complete a little and one here. Foul was on Kavana Baker, her first. 14th on action was in the Lancers to a double bonus with 33.6. Hunter looking for 8 points. Free throw. Got it. She completes the and one. Belleville East leads by 44. 55-11. 30 seconds to play in the third. Cross the timeline. Dribble with the right hand. Pass. Right corner. 1-3. Catch and shoot. Airballed it too strong. All fits aboard. Pump fake. Got a player to jump. Kick it up top. Maroons. 15 seconds. Belleville East going to triple team. Pass, left elbow, just put up a jumper. That's no good. Rebound, Trice Hall. 8 seconds, 7. Cross the timeline. Pass the King with 5. Cooper, travel by King. And the Maroons will have the last possession of the third with 3.9 seconds to play. Maroons throw it in. 3. They just throw it up. No good. And the clock did not stop. They just kept running there as it hit out of bounds, and that will be the end of the third quarter. Belleville East looking to finish it off. We're 8 minutes away from doing that and putting the Lancers in the win column for the first time in Southwestern Conference play. They lead 55-11 on to the fourth. Final 8 minutes coming up here on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. This is Lady Lancer Basketball. We'll be right back. Final 8 minutes of this one here on a Thursday night from Belleville East. Running clock will start with Belleville East leading 55-11. Steven Stock here, partner working on the camera, Owen Jacobs. As Belleville East start the fourth, we'll have Lily Cooper, Audrey King, Madison Hunter, Deja Smith, Rebecca Surmeyer out there as the Maroons have it to start the fourth, moving right to left, pass right out of the hands and out of bounds. Lancers will get it off the turnover. That running clock is in effect. Less than 8 minutes to go here. As we start the fourth, Belleville East up by a good 44 points. How about that? Give it to Lily Cooper, left wing. Up top for King. Gives it to Deja Smith. Goes with the right hand. Pass right corner, Cooper. Bounce pass, Smith right at her feet. And out of bounds. Off of the Lancers. Maroons will have it. Reminder will be at Belleville West tomorrow for some boys basketball. 7:15 is your pregame. 7:30 is the tip. That's up and down. Lancers will get it back. We'll see another underclassman. It'll be a sophomore, Kendall Butler, coming in, number 15. She comes in for Madison Hunter, the junior. Deja Smith will now have it. Looks like she may run a little point guard here, the senior. Get her some points. Come on, let's go. Cooper left wing. And, oh, there it is. She's open. Oh, she's going to take a drive instead. Lay it up. Threw it up too strong off the glass. The rebound brought down by the Belleville West Maroons. Maroons on a run. Right to left. Fan out of the paint now. Go left corner. 90 seconds in. Throw it up. Sparks missed it too strong. Fouled. 2 free throws coming for the sophomore. Kendall Butler picks up her first. She literally just came in. First team foul. So I would think we're done seeing Breyer tonight. I think we're done seeing Smith. I would assume we're done with seeing Monroe, and we're probably in that same conversation with Hunter. We'll see some of these bench players play as Sparks makes the first. She has 9. Second one not going to fall. Rebound. Butler has it. for Belleville East. And I'd assume, Deja Smith get her little time here. And she's only senior, or I guess there's 2 seniors out there. But we'll see if Belleville East, if they want to go to another one of those players off the bench, maybe see Trice Hall a little bit more. But I would like to see that pass intercept. I'd like to see Deja Smith get some points, though. I mean, she's a good scorer and someone that just hasn't shot the basketball much tonight. Lancers obviously haven't needed her to shoot the basketball much, but right wing 3. Sparks in and out, want to go. Rebound. Belleville East. Butler got secured another and then lost it out of her hands. Left block, put it up, fouled, and free throws coming for Hall. 5 minutes to play in the 4th. And Belleville West is going to go to a full whole starting lineup coming in here, or a whole new lineup coming in. 5 players are going to come in here for Belleville West, 4 at once, and the next one after the 2 free throws by Hall. And then also Belleville East is going to go to number 4, which is not on the varsity roster. It's going to be a freshman, Shanae Smith. And the Belleville East bench will show her some love. Free throw was good by Hall, and she will come in for Deja Smith. So I think that'll be it for our starters tonight for the Lancers. So Belleville East, 1 senior out there, 2 freshmen, a junior, and a sophomore. Because now we have discussion from the referees. And everyone's got to back off. Okay. The Lancers get maybe a technical foul. They said 2 shots. First one's good. They got 1 more. Is Hall. I guess the Belleville East bench received maybe a technical foul. I'm not sure. I don't know if there's something with Belleville East. I don't know. There's more free throws coming. Hall missed the next one, and I would assume she has one. Well, they're saying she still has 1 more, so it's going to be 3 shots as a technical foul. Usually those are 2. Next one's good, and it would stay Belleville West basketball. That's a rare situation. I haven't seen that. 40-point game and not much time left. Interesting way to, as we get close to the end here, right? I haven't seen that, but 3. So I assume they ruled the second free throw as a jumper. That's going to be airballed because Hall still had 1 more free throw to take after making the first one, and then they called the technical foul, which would have been 2 more free throws, so it would have been 3 total free throws left, and I guess they just said for her to shoot it with no players back. They're in the paint, so I guess that's how that rolled, and obviously Belleville West kept the basketball off the technical foul. I'm not seeing that on a free throw. Right wing 3, catch and shoot. Bang! For the Maroons. Olivia Missy knocks down her first points of Maroons' 3rd score of the night. She's got 3, 55-18. Butler wants to respond. Missed it too strong. Rebound by the Maroons. Jelani Baker, freshman, gets it across. Inside the paint, tied up, gets it back, puts it up, missed it too short. Smith pass to Kings, wide open, catch and shoot mid-range. Oh, man, it pinballed. It pinballed off the backboard and out. Maroons. Rebound went out of bounds. Lancers will get on the right baseline under 2 minutes to play. I know Butler will be the trigger man on this one. Waiting, get it up top for Cooper. She had Smith wide open. Butler's wide open. Now gets it to her. She pops a 3. In and out again. Ah, man. Belleville East with some in and out shots right now. Rebound out of bounds under 90 seconds to go. And coming up will be that Lancer Hoops post-game show. We'll get some post-game interviews for you and break this one down. And good win tonight for Belleville East over the crosstown rival. And the Maroons of Belleville West for their first conference win. Always good to beat the Maroons, and especially in fashion like this. Nice little move by Cora Sin, and she knocks down a 3. The Maroons have knocked down 2 straight 3s, 55-21. King gets it inside to Smith. Up top, Cooper. Left around the horn. Butler wants a 3 to respond. Missed it too strong. Offensive board, King. Put back, missed it. Offensive board, Surmeyer puts up, and she's fouled under 55 seconds to go. 2 free throws coming for the senior, and with how long free throws take, this could be the last possession, last points of the game. Zermeyer looking for her first points. Can't get on the first free throw. Let's make one here, add another score to the score sheet. How about that? 30 seconds to play. Missed the second. Butler offensive board. 20 seconds to go. Rolls out left wing. Butler picked up her dribble up top for Smith. King wants a 3. Catch and shoot. Missed it. Offensive board. Zermeyer puts it up. She's got points. There you go. She gets to the score sheet. Maroons want to run. 5 seconds. Across the timeline with 3 right wing. 2, 1 at the pass. Mid-range at the buzzer. No good. Too short. Belleville East picks up their first conference win. They get it done over the crosstown rival Belleville West Maroons, winning 57-21. They improved to 6-10, 1-4 in conference play. Maroons fall to 2-14, 0-5 in conference play. We'll talk about it next on the Lancers postgame show. We'll be right back. And we welcome you back here to our here on the Belleville broadcast. Sorry, welcome you in here to our Lancer Hoops post-game show. Steven Stocker, Owen Shapes working the camera here tonight after a beautiful Lady Lancer victory here tonight over the crosstown rival. And the Maroons of Belleville West ordered this one 57-21 to get win number 6 of the year, but most importantly, pick up conference win number 1, number uno. 1-4 in conference play. The Maroons fall to 2-14. They're 0-5 now in conference play. And we welcome into our postgame show. Let's start off real quick with our numbers tonight. Scoring numbers. We'll start off with the Lancers as they were victorious tonight, leading them in scoring. Big scoring game tonight. Explosive night by Taylor Smith. She had a good number of 22 points tonight scoring, and she had 11 of them come in the first quarter. 22 total. 15 points for Ari Brierton. 8 points tonight for Madison Hunter. She knocked down to 3 in that third quarter. 7 points for Abby Monroe. 2 points for Rebecca Zermeyer. And then with 1 point, Andrea Trice Hall. Over for the Maroons as they fell 57-21. Leading them in score tonight was Jayla Sparks. She had 9. 6 points tonight was Amari Hall. And then 2 scores with 3 being Olivia Missy and Cora Sen, both knocking down 3s. Scored by the quarter, I like this when you can have this type of start. 20-4. First quarter, a +16. Second quarter of a +10, 16-6. How about the third quarter? No field goals allowed by the Lancers on defense. 19-1 third, a +18 third quarter. Fourth quarter, though, -8, 10-2. But a lot of those reserves and bench players in for the Lancers to get them a 36-point win. They ended up leading by over 40. I think it was 44 late in the third quarter. It was 44 to go in the fourth quarter, actually, for Belleville East. This is a good win for the Lancers. I know, obviously, Belleville East was definitely, if you had to pick a favorite in this game, it was the Lancers, with how well they've been playing these last few games. They're back to trending upwards, and the Maroons have been trending downwards. They had a kind of a rough tournament in Mascouda. They only had that one win. They ended on a good note with the win against Cahokia, but they ended up they lost a few games to Freeburg, and they just have not had the best season. And again, it's kind of a rebuilding year. They're in their first-year head coach right now, who's a really good coach, really experienced, and they're just trying to rebuild, and it's going to be interesting to see how they do. Obviously, Jayla Sparks is only a sophomore, someone to watch out for. She's their leading scorer. She's a building block of this Belleville West program, and she'll be someone to watch out for years to come with Belleville West. It'll be interesting to see if they can get back to where they were. They had a few good teams. Had a few good teams a few years ago. But they are a interesting program and young program, a lot to work on, and it kind of goes back to what we saw out of the Lady Lancers these last few seasons. It goes back to some of the teams we saw, and it'll be interesting to see how Belleville West builds their program back. And right now in a very tough Southwestern Conference that is just very tough to play. And you got two of the best teams in the state, O'Fallon, Alton. You look at all the other teams, Collinsville, Edwardsville, East St. Louis, Belleville East. They all could compete on a nightly basis, man. It is tough playing in a conference like this. It's not easy. It's not easy. Southwestern Conference, one of the toughest conferences in the state of Illinois to play in. And it doesn't matter the sport. It's tough. Post-game interviews coming up here. We'll have, obviously, our player of the game and our head coach interview, and then we'll get some scores from around the league in the conference play. And again, playing tonight. West and East tonight. Collinsville's Edwardsville will have that update for you from the KHOC Sports Network, and then O'Fallon East St. Louis I'll look to find on Twitter here tonight. And then next time the Lady Lancers are in action, they're in conference play Tuesday at East St. Louis. Collinsville will be at Alton in conference play, and Belleville West at Edwardsville on the 9th of January. That's Tuesday. And then the Lancers will be also playing Thursday at Collinsville, and then they will begin that Highland tournament, which is, I miscorrectly spoke on the pregame. That'll be next Saturday, not this upcoming Saturday, next Saturday. They'll be taking on Modern Day, who is top ranked in their class in girls basketball in the AP poll in the state of Illinois. Promised I'll have it for you earlier in the game. I promised to have it for you. That's that Belleville East tournament schedule. I promised I'll have it for you. I have it for you today. Hot off the press today from our athletic director, Mr. Mark Larson, who printed it off for me today. So let's I'm going to go ahead and read these off, and again, I will have it's posted on our Instagram story. I will have it, obviously, I know Belleville East Athletics will eventually have it on their Twitter accounts and Instagram accounts, but it is on our story right now on Instagram. If you want to photocopy, look at it. For me, I'm going to read these off for you, as I didn't have enough time to get this onto the computer and get it for you actually on your stream. So I will read it off for you. So again, that is going to start the 17th of January, which is a Wednesday. It'll be Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. It's no longer 8 teams this year as it was last year. It's going to be 6 teams. It's not bracket play. They're just going to play each other, and each team will be playing 3 games, and they will sort the winner by record. So, we'll see how this one goes. Belleville, six teams in this tournament will be Lift for Life, Collinsville, Belleville East, Belleville West, McClure, and Althoff. So 3 Belleville teams, and we're going to have a battle of Belleville in the first 2 nights. So let's get that schedule for you. Wednesday, January 17th, 3 games. Game number 1's at 5 o'clock. Lift for Life is the away team. Collinsville will be the home team. Game 2, 6:30, McClure, Belleville East. Both rematches of the first round of the Chick-fil-A Classic last year. We're seeing it Wednesday night, and then finish off Battle of Belleville. 8 o'clock is Game 3 on Wednesday, January 17th. Althoff against Belleville West. Take a day off Thursday. Friday, January 19th. We're back at it for Friday, 5 o'clock. McClure Collinsville rematch of the consolation championship of the Chick-fil-A Classic last year. Lift for Life is against Belleville West. That's the semifinal rematch from last year. And then Althoff Belleville East is the 8 o'clock game on Friday night. Saturday will be the final day of this one. And game number 7, 5 o'clock, McClure, Belleville West. 6:30, Lift for Life, Belleville East. And the last game number 9, 8 o'clock start to finish it off. Collinsville at Althoff finished off with a bang in that matchup. And after that, that will be the winner will be announced, all tournament team and MVP. And we'll have all that coverage for you like we did last year here on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. And I have a big surprise I'm working on right now. I've been working all behind the scenes that's going to probably come out, if not tomorrow, next week, that I'm working on with a few coaches. Have a little fun during this tournament. That will be during the games and at halftime. I'm working on something, and a little entertainment between the games and during the half that's coming out that will be announced either tomorrow, sometime next week for this tournament. I'm looking forward to what I've been working on. I can't wait to show it off. I know a lot of people who are big fans of what we had for football on the road games will be tuning in for that during the tournament next week. 2 weeks from now. Anyway, we got some interviews coming up. Let's go and get these interviews going. Take a break. We'll get it for you next to the Belleville East Broadcast Network. And we welcome back here to Lance Hoops Postgame Show. Belleville East gets the win, 57-21. I got 2 player of the game interviews here. We'll go to one of those player of the games. It's going to be the freshman Abby Monroe with 7 points, but also had a good number of steals on defense. Appreciate you taking time to join me after a good win.
Thank you.
What's your thoughts on this one? Obviously, you guys get the win. Always good to beat a rival in Belleville West.
Yeah, I think we all this time we all worked well together, and we had lots of assists and passes, and just good plays together.
Yeah, you know, ball movement. You guys were really, what I described earlier was unselfish basketball. You know, you guys always pass the basketball. No, it's not really one person's looking to score. How big is that when you have that good ball movement? Everybody's rolling, passing the ball around each other.
Yeah, it's just it's good to know that everyone else is there and that they're gonna help you and
Yeah. So you guys get the win over Belleville West, which now 6-10. You guys are starting to get back to where you guys probably want to be. You know, 2-2 in that tournament. And now get your first conference win. These last 2 games, what's going right for you girls?
I guess we're all still we just started to work together pretty much.
Yeah. So I know you're a freshman doing a lot of things for a freshman. You know, pretty good things, and obviously you started off really well scoring the basketball, and as you started conference play, Collinsville, Edwardsville, they kind of were able to contain you and stop you. So what's it been like trying to adjust and get back in the score sheet?
It's definitely been a little hard, but also certain plays are also everyone else screens or passes and cutting. Everyone's there to help get other people open.
Well, Abby, appreciate you taking time to join me here. My headset broke. Hold on. 1 second. Appreciate taking time to join me. Congrats on the win. Thanks for coming up here. We got our second player of the game interview. It's going to be the junior Taylor Smith. Big night for this woman. Thank you for taking time to join me. What's your thoughts on this one? Big win for you girls.
I think we executed. We had a great practice yesterday, and that translated to our game today.
Leaded score 22 points. You really found the way to put the basketball in the hoop.
Yeah.
Talk about that one play right in the first half up that little buzzer beater. Kind of had the ball stuck in your hand, clock's running down, you just put it up.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to make it, but it went in. So.
Yeah, and you guys now get your first conference win. How huge is it to beat a crosstown rival like this in Belleville West?
It's a great opportunity. It pushes us, motivates us to keep winning, and hopefully just have more games and win more games in the future.
You guys will finish off first half of conference play with East St. Louis Tuesday, and you get back to start the second half at Collinsville next Thursday. These are some huge games, and you start the Highland tournament after that. Games that are probably very winnable for you girls. So how do you girls build off this tonight and continue winning?
You got to keep practicing, do our homework on the teams, and go on from there.
All right, Taylor, congrats on the win. Thanks for coming up here.
Yep.
And we'll finish it out with our head coach interview. Coach Kemeges will come up here. Or get the mic here and get her thoughts. We got a lot. So Belleville East gets the win in this one. Here is head coach Kemeges. Always good to talk to you. Thanks for coming up here.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's always good to talk after a win for sure.
You guys get a nice little big win, 57-21 over Belleville West. Get it done over your rivals. What was your overall thoughts on this one here for tonight?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, going in, we were kind of looking to rebound again from Tuesday night against O'Fallon, and we challenged them in practice yesterday and challenged a few girls, and I think they really stepped up. I mean, Taylor especially had a great game and a lot of confidence and handled the ball well, shot the ball well, pulled to Caitlin Clark with the buzzer beater,
Yes.
and they were good. And we told the girls we were really impressed with the effort from beginning to end, from starters to subs, that everybody that got in, whether they had 25 points or 0 points, that everyone gave full effort and contributed to that. And that's what we want to do, and we want to do that. We want to play with that same effort, whether we're up 20 or down 20, and that's something that we're challenging ourselves for, to make sure if we have that effort all games, we're going to be tough the rest of the season
Yes.
here. And I'm really proud of them. And even at halftime, we made some adjustments, and they came out and executed the second half and took care of business. So.
Yeah, and speaking of Taylor Smith, your leading scorer, when she gets her shots going, she can make them. She's dangerous, and it showed tonight.
Yeah, she is. She's got that killer instinct, and that's what we're just trying to keep poking her and making sure that it's consistent. And she's always got the green light, and we got all the confidence in her. And she really stepped up tonight and showed what she's capable of, and we hope to continue to keep seeing more of that. So.
And also, the big thing tonight was your guys' defense. 20-4 first quarter. The third quarter, even hold the Maroons to a field goal, 19-1. I mean, your defense looked really good tonight.
Yeah, and I think, I'm really proud that we set the tone from the very beginning with our press. It's something that we've adjusted since Christmas break and put in, and, I think we're getting better and better at it as it goes, and kind of reading our rotations in it. And, it's kudos to the girls, and they're buying into it and their mentality, and you could just see they were hungry. I thought Ari Brierton did a really good job of leading that. I'm literally from the front of the press, but just in general, her mentality tonight, I think, led us, and she kind of fired us up from the get-go and was getting everybody involved and getting steals and also converting or making good passes. So, it was fun to watch them be that successful in it and just carry that out through the whole game.
Take a little step back over the winter break. You guys played in that holiday tournament. Mascout ended up going 2-2 wins over Freeburg, East St. Louis, and a hard-fought overtime loss. Yeah. What were some things that you saw in that tournament that you would say, hey, we did really well on some things you said, hey, let's improve on from that tournament?
Yeah, that's a great question. Mascout is always kind of that litmus test for us to see, where we've been and where we're going in the middle of the season here. And, we had a kind of a slide going into Christmas break where there were a couple games we got away from us. And, we talked about our consistent effort wasn't there. And I thought all 4 games in the tournament we played really, really hard for most of the games. Again, beating Freeburg and they were 8 seed, we were a 9 seed. So being able to go out and, put a good win against them, and then getting matched up against O'Fallon, and we hung with them for a little bit, and then here we had Oakville to the wire and just kind of ran out of gas. But that was one of the games that we told the girls, we lost, but we went into that locker room and every single person gave everything they had out on the court. I mean, I was drenched in sweat myself. The girls were dying, and that's what we want. We put our hearts out on the line, and sometimes you come up short, but I think that also gave us some confidence to show hey, Oakville's a really good team. That if we can run against them, then we should be able to hold it against anybody. And then getting against a conference team you don't always want in a tournament, but it was good for us. That was a physical game against Eastside that we took care of business, and I thought a lot of people stepped up that we needed to see. So I'm really proud of that effort. Then we came out and had a tough one Tuesday night, but came back tonight and they're kind of hopefully back on track. And next week we got 3 big games, so that's what we said. It'll be a good test to see if we can play with this effort against really top competition here. So.
Well, Coach, you're always awesome. Thanks for
man, Steven, you're the best in the business. We appreciate you. Thanks.
Thank you. Head coach Amanda Kevin G is coming up here. Players of the game, Abby Monroe and Taylor Smith. That wraps up our postgame tonight. We're back at it tomorrow. Boys Hoops from Belleville West. We're on at 7:15 pregame. 7:30 is the tip. East-West showdown. I think you need to be there in person. If it goes down like it did at Althoff in that battle for Belleville, I think tomorrow night we're in for a good one between the Lancers and the Maroons. If not, again, join us at 7:15 is our pregame. We're going to have a good pregame for you. We'll break all that one down. Prep work will be finished for that. I think it will be a good one tomorrow. Then the next girls broadcast will, again, they're on the road, both games next week, but I will see what happens next Thursday at Collinsville on the road. I think I might do that game. I'm obviously looking to see. But boys, we're at Tuesday And then Friday, we are home against Collinsville, so I'm trying to think when's the next girls' game. Because they have I don't think we got a girls' game for a while, everyone. Hold on. And now I'm going to get to conference scores, and we'll wrap this up here real quick. We're little extended late post game tonight. When is the next time we have a girls' game besides Thursday at Collinsville? Oh, man, the 25th. So we will not have a girls' basketball game for 3 weeks here at home. The 25th is the next time the Lady Lancers are at home at Edwardsville. They play in that Highland tournament while we're at home doing our tournament here for boys. So that's 3 weeks. 3 weeks away is the next home game for the Lady Lancers. Let's get a score from good old Edwardsville. Collinsville and Edwardsville conference play. I'll look for O'Fallon East St. Louis here in a second. I'm not sure if I'll be able to find O'Fallon East St. Louis. We'll see what I can get on the Twitter. Score from Edwardsville. Let's see here. It's a good game, too. K-Hawks Tigers. We've seen Edwardsville and Collinsville. 58-36. Edwardsville gets it done at home over the K-Hawks to improve to 3-2. Collinsville falls to 3-2, so both teams are tied at 3-2 in conference play. I'm going to look for O'Fallon real quick. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find out because there's no stream of that. So give me 1 second. If not, that's how we'll wrap it up here. I would assume O'Fallon is going to win with how good they are. But, let's see what I can do real quick. I don't see anything. Yeah, nothing's been entered on the Max Prep website, so I think that will do it. I'm going to look on Twitter real quick. If not, let's go ahead and head home on tonight, Thursday night. Start off the weekend here. Let's wait for my Twitter to load. Come on, where's my service at? I'm in the gym. It's always good service in here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's load. Come on. All right, it loaded. Let's see if I can find anything. I do not have a O'Fallon score. Okay, so I do not have O'Fallon East St. Louis score, but Edwardsville did win by over 20 over Collinsville. So that wraps out Thursday night here in the Southwestern Conference. Again, join us here from Belleville West tomorrow on the Belleville East Broadcast Network. 7:15 is our pregame. 7:30 is the tip. From my cameraman, Owen Jacobs, I'm Steven Stock on a Thursday. If we don't see you tomorrow, we wish you a good weekend, but wish you a good Thursday night. And until maybe tomorrow or until next week, we'll see everyone later. Have a good one.